Hi everybody, it's Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. Welcome to the next day of July Journaling Joy. Some places I've said journal joy and others I say journaling joy, but basically ideas to spruce up your journals or Bibles or your planner or whatever book or notebook you're working in. Today's focus is going to be how to use labels or packaging to decorate your journals. So you'll see what I mean. I'm going to show you several examples of what I've done. And you may have already have thought of this, but for me, it's just, it was kind of a fun discovery to realize I didn't necessarily have to go out and buy all kinds of things, that oftentimes I had on hand something that would make a unique journal collage based on things I've done or things I've seen at the store or already purchased. So let's just look at some of these. This is a journal from, let's see, it doesn't really matter when it's from, but like earlier this year, I believe. So for example, what I'm talking about is, I've got my setup a little different, so sorry, I'm kind of going off center here. A friend gave me a Christmas selection of all different kinds of teas. It was like a tea a day for December. It was really fun. So that's a couple of these. And then we had this really good peach jelly stuff. I picked this up at our local produce stand, but that's an example of anything you have. This is, I think, Amish made. I'm not sure, but we have a really nice produce stand just up the street, more or less, and I really like purchasing from them, keeping a smaller business in business, and they also sell things from more local makers or farmers and so forth. So that's what that's from, and then they have these sun-dried figs that every time I go, I buy them. I love those things. Absolutely addicted to dried figs. Who'd have thought? And then tea is kind of a big thing for me. I love chai. I love having an experience of having tea with friends and so forth, or just a nice cozy morning. So that's what that's from. Just a little cup of tea I had. I think that's all in that one. Here is another. This is from my friend Kim, and she sent me this Countess Gray tea, which was very good. And so I just made a little decoration out of that. I put the tea packet there, drank the tea, used the packet. This was also from her, and I just kind of layered that there. This is pretty simple. A lot of times I add much more embellishment than that, but I'm keeping it more simple because I like the paper that she used here on this journal. And I'm just realizing this is super cool. If I noticed before, I forgot, but look, it's like Esterbrook steel pens. Like this paper is themed on different kinds of ink things and nibs and fountain pens, so that's really cool. All right, so moving right along, another example again with tea bags. I forget where I got that one. Oh, from Kim. And then I had a tea sticker here. So again, just a little corner decor on this journal page. It's very simple, but it just evokes coziness and good memories and special friendships. I marked this with this adorable postcard she sent me. My son bought this for me for Mother's Day. One of my sons, my youngest son. I love this stevia sweetened chocolate and salted, anything salted, so good. Caramel, milk chocolate, whatever. So that was from Drew, and so I just cut out that label to commemorate that little sweet gesture of his. Let's see, and this is fun. This is just from Ginger Snaps. It was just a package of cookies, and I was looking at it and I thought that's just a cute little graphic design there. I don't know what you'd call that. They're dipping the cookie in the tea or hot chocolate or whatever it is. So I cut that out of the package. Some of these slick, they're like plasticky feeling labels. I just went over it with packaging. I thought we would just do a quick page. Let me find a clip. Just pull one off of there. Again, this is my little, see, there's the butterfly from the other day. This is my Splendor Gel journal that is being our sort of display or whatever. So let me show you how I might do this. My daughter, my youngest daughter, has a boyfriend who lives out of town. They met at college. I'm going to get chai all over here. This is empty but not wiped out. And this company, Churchill Coffee Company, also sells a few brands of chai tea. They have this lion spice, and then they have a vanilla spice. And they're really like my favorite kind of chai. I like all the spice chai. So like I enjoy a tea bag of tea that's a spicy or a loose leaf. But the chai that comes in a canister or as a powdered drink or in these bags that are just like coffee bags are absolute my top favorite. I order one, whoopsie, so sorry, from David Rio, which is called Orca Spice. I get a sugar-free version sometimes, but this is just so good. That's how I first fell in love with chai, was having chai like this. Borders Bookstore used to make a amazing iced chai, and I remember seeing it and saying, "Oh, what's chai?" And they're like, "Well, it's like a spicy tea." And I'm like, "Oh, I'll try that." And I think what I got the first time might have been a blended one, where it's sort of like a smoothie consistency almost. But ever since, I have been a fan. So I thought it would be fun to commemorate the fact that, why did I mention her boyfriend being out of town? I get so sidetracked. The point of Courtney's boyfriend being out of town is that he lives near this coffee/tea company, and he brought us some tea when he came to visit. Or no, coffee it was. And then I looked at their website and found out they had chai. And so I had to get that too. So we got some. Anyway, so I am commemorating the fact that he brought us this, and that we also made this great discovery of this wonderful tea company, coffee company. Their big thing is coffee. You can find them on churchillcoffee.com. They do ship. He's picked us up some, and we bought some, and we went to go on vacation down near Springfield, Missouri. Anyway, that's a little bit of a ramble, but I guess I say that because this is a fun thing. I love chai. It was a fun memory to go and buy that together. He brought us the coffee, but we went and bought the chai. I'm looking for my little clips, and a lot of them have disappeared. This one's too strong. So I'm just going to clip that for now. So this is just from a little, all three of these, this, and this, are from a jar of jam that I bought. Or this was actually a jelly, not that it really matters. I was with my daughters for Mother's Day. They took me to a local farmer's market. It was freezing cold that day, but it was still tons of fun. So we bought this jelly. It was called violet jelly. I love violet scented things, and I thought it would be kind of fun to try a jelly that kind of has that soft or subtle floral flavor. It didn't really taste like much, to be honest. I was a little disappointed, but it was fun to try. It just tasted to me like grape jelly. I'm going to put that here. So this is kind of how you could do a collage. I'm kind of going a little bit overboard. Like I might decorate a cover more like this than a page, but you can decorate your journal covers like this. So I'll just show you an example. For example, this. So I have a product label here, and this was from a Nature magazine, some stickers, a stamp, and so on and so forth. You could do that on your journal cover. But today I'm just thinking to point out the fun it is to use what you have on hand. So we used up this jelly today, and I thought, oh, perfect to show in my journal. Okay, a funny story about this. I didn't get to finish it, and I took it out to use it at supper, and it had like gone bad, so there was mold in it. So That's how we finished it up. I had to throw it away. But here's the ironic thing. We got our kitchen done except the backsplash. And then today, this morning, my husband noticed the refrigerator light was out. And then I was touching the inside wall of it, and it was super cold, and usually it's quite warm, I guess however it works. And it started to melt in the freezer. So our refrigerator, now that we have our kitchen already, our refrigerator decided to call it quits. We've had it for about 20 years, which I guess is good these days, but my aunt from way back when, you know, they had a refrigerator that was like decades and decades old. I mean, it was a monster machine. It was so thick and big and bulky, but I bet they had it like 40 years or something. It's just crazy. Anyway, here is a label from this delicious lemon curd from Bon Mama. I have another one of these stuck in here somewhere. I don't know if I ended up showing it. So this is here, and what I'll do later then is journal around it. And I might even add more embellishments. I might put on some washi. I might take my colored, like those gel pens with the sparkle. I forget what kind they are. Pentel, I think, actually. And do little dots to add some more dimension. Maybe a few other miscellaneous ephemera pieces. But this is kind of the foundation now, and I'll just write around that, and it just makes a unique entry. And probably what I'll do too is take a black Sharpie. I have a favorite kind that I always use, these Sharpie pens. There's no other labeling on it. They come in packages of like 2 or 4. Don't know if that's visible. It's a super tiny tip. It's a very fine line. I don't know if it's fine or like super fine, but it works great for journaling. So I might say, this is from the jelly when we went to the farmer's market, or this lemon curd was just from our grocery store, but I know it's, well, I know you can get it in the UK because my friend Vicky sent me a label that was a strawberry one, I think. Anyway, just kind of fun. And then I might put a note here that I first heard about this tea from our friend Nehemiah. He lives close to this store. So anyway, stuff like that. That's a little sub note in your journaling. So if you're looking back at it sometime, or somebody is looking at it, or you're sharing with them your memory book or something, they'll have fun, just like, oh, that was neat. You went to the farmer's market, or whatever. Or I like chai too. But mostly it's for me, helps to make it more creative, more fun to write in the books. I love writing, and I love writing with fountain pens, but this just adds just a very creative touch that makes it seem really unique, really part of my story. Everybody's story is unique, isn't it? We all have our story to tell and to record for the people we love. So, or just event thoughts, whatever you do with your journaling, but have fun with it. The sky's the limit. There's no right or wrong, so add whatever you want and enjoy the process. There. I think that's all I really need to say without going on and saying a whole lot more of nothing, which I kind of tend to do when I wrap up my videos sometimes. That's all. I'll stop. Thanks for watching. See you soon.